Crystron versus Mitsurugi, two of the most best decks post-Suda. These are two decks that you guys need to learn inside and out because we're going to, all you're going to be facing in the next format is these two decks.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
I'm telling you, they're just as strong as Ryzeal Maliss, and everyone will see too. I'm not copying or coping. You're gonna notice, you're gonna see. With that being said, let's get straight into this. I'm gonna be dueling off against one of the best Yuga players in the world, that is Christian Arena, YCS champion 2025 against YCS champion in 2024 with my trophy. You know what it is, let's go. And I would like to announce as well, I will be releasing a Mitsurugi masterclass with all the spreadsheets and combos, everything Mitsurugi related, live, answering all your questions on this deck, and sending you 100 replays of this deck with 100 combo lines, everything Mitsurugi related, and everything Crystron related as well in a separate combo. The Mitsurugi spreadsheet and masterclass I will be co-hosting with DB Grinder, and the Crystron masterclass and spreadsheet I will be co-hosting with Yassine. These are two of the best minds in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I look forward to hosting it with both of them. Check out the description down below so you don't miss it live recording. It will be available for those who don't miss it. With that being said, let's get straight into this incredible replay here, which you guys are going to need to get used to, because if you don't know these cards in the new format, you're cooked. You're absolutely cooked. I go first with basically a custom hand. Now, I have many options. There's Nihilus, Veiler, Ash, Starter. I need, like, that's a crazy hand from Christian Arena here, but I open a custom hand myself. There's just not much that could be done here from the opponent. So he knows he's basically needs to stop me from getting the ritual spell. That's the out in this deck that I teach in the masterclass, that the way to basically stop the reptile deck from playing is you need to stop the reptile ritual from the result. It's that simple. If Saji hits the board, you need to stop Saji immediately and hope I did not draw a ritual or Nadir Servant to get the ritual. And if you have a way like Dominus Impulse that absolutely obliterates this deck, you need to stop that ritual no matter what you do. The second the ritual resolves, you auto lose the game and it's already too late. You cannot Ash Blossom the effect from hand, the summon from hand. You can only Ash Blossom the summon from deck. So summoning from hand, setting these two, getting some crazy value. I'm gonna allow him to draw one free card because that means I get a free rank 4. And I was him ashing my Saji Search, which obviously is going to stop, otherwise I'm gonna win. Allows me to get a free discard. This helps that he's gonna now discard Crystron Smiger, which is a card he wants in the graveyard. But now that just tells me I'm gonna Dweller his ass. That's a problem of this deck. I'm gonna Talents as well to get rid of Tristalos, which is an absolutely broken card. The Foolish will be dead because I'm gonna Dweller him. So the rest is kind of relevant in that. But I'm gonna Gusanji is gonna add me Prayers. That's gonna get me my follow-up. Thrust is simply just going to set the Murakamo negate. I'm gonna Dweller immediately on draw phase. Foolish as well as Smiger are done. Veiler's already auto done, and he has one card left in hand. So I'm gonna have a negate for that one card, plus a discard one from Murakamo, plus a Brigeki from Murakamo, plus full Brigeki anytime I want, and anytime I want I can get Prayers. Instantly like that, I'm gonna go Prayers on the end phase. I'm gonna add, that's gonna tribute to summon back. There's nothing you can do there. That's game there. Now YC Champion 2025 is gonna go first. His hand's also an incredible hand here, but as is mine, I do have Fuelos. I'm gonna chain Fuelos to Requiem. As you see that Crystron actually plays very well against it. It doesn't need to do too much. It can set up all of its plays, which is very good. All of its plays through Fuelos without doing way too much. It's still able to do a lot. As you see, it's getting lots of value, but doesn't need to go crazy. It gave me just the one draw from Requiem, guaranteeing Paradise and Grave. That's right. Crystron Fiendsmith is the list. Me and Christian Arena are perfecting Crystron Fiendsmith, which we think has unbelievably good synergy in the deck. This is not ending on Lacrima. Solve the whole Tristalos will get Dragster. We'll get Dragster or Banish 3. Dragster or Banish 3. That's 1 interruption. Solemn Judgment 2 interruption. Crystron Cluster 3 interruptions. Imperm 4 interruptions. So this is 4 interruptions we gotta deal with the 6 cards. Let's see. Oh, 5 Fiendsmith Paradise and Graveyard. We have 5 real interruptions to deal with, and we have a custom hand. Our hand's absolutely busted. So we're gonna go Mitsurugi, Aggregator, negate that. I'm gonna allow him to synchro summon basically, because I know I can negate the Dragster anytime I'd like. I special the Sword Ryzeal. This is gonna get me Ice Ryzeal. Ryzeals in this deck are so unbelievably broken, as well as Nadir Servant, because the second when you start X Ryzeal, whether like that lock doesn't affect you in the slightest, it doesn't matter. And you're able to make 2 rank 4s off this one card. 1 X Ryzeal makes you 2 rank 4s. Since 1 X Ryzeal makes you 2 rank 4s, you're able to basically get all the reptiles you need very easily. That Detonator is gonna get Solemn. I go Detonator first over Feral Lynch because I want to start popping shit. I want to enter battle phase first with Dragster. It's safe through Crystron Cluster. The Moni activates any card I could pop. So it's pretty easy if you ask me. I'm gonna Talents here, knowing he's gonna negate it with Dragster. I'm just gonna drop it negate. I draw 2 because I don't care about the 1 card in his hand. I just want to draw more cards just so I can play accordingly. I know I have Prosperity. You could consider that a misplay if you'd like, but in this game state, what am I gonna really take? Am I gonna take a Lacrima to help me combo? Maybe I could have done that, I guess, for a free level 4. So maybe that can be considered the misplay there, because I would consider that a misplay, because very slight though, because that would have given me a free line, like a free Prosperity anyways. But I felt draw 2 was better than Prosperity in this game state. When looking at their hand or taking a card from his board with this exact setup does nothing for me. I go Feral Imps knowing he's gonna send that to the graveyard, setting up my next play. Like as you see, I just played way too hard into it. Entez, Maximus, I'm gonna pop one card, but whatever card is just gonna get hit with Imperm next anyways. I think I played that badly because that Imperm, I should have had this resolving. I should be able to Prosperity right now to get a Ritual spell. So I played that like shit. Like, let's be honest, I did play that like shit. However, this duel's far from over because now what I'm gonna do is simply just Lancia, and with Lancia now he can't do like, hopefully he can't kill me because he can't add any of the stuff, but this is still Infinity Dragster. At that point I recognize the defeat. I should have easily won that. That was a misplay, but it's difficult because you don't know there's an Imperm. I assumed one of the Imperm was a bluff, and I get lucky on Entez. Like, this is a stupid way of thinking, but that's what it was. So here I'm gonna go Saji. He's gonna draw one immediately from Peruli and then Ash the Saji. That's exactly what you need to stop. But I'm gonna Prosperity draw a Ritual or Nadir Servant. I'm looking for one of those right now. Obviously, because I'm the GOAT, I get Ritual. Prayers also works the same way because you get Prayers, tribute the Ritual for cost, get the Ritual spell. So Prayers sometimes also gets you Ritual spell. At this point, I'm gonna special from hand because I really wanted special these from deck to get value off each of them. So I know he's gonna draw, but I really don't give a shit because of how oppressive the board is. This is gonna get that. I'm gonna get a Dweller. I'm gonna have Purification and Solemn Strike. That's just game. That's just game, bro. Immediately Dweller, and then at this point we recognize this deck has a big problem, and that's Abyss Dweller. There's simply just no answer. One, the Dweller's protected, so that's the biggest problem with Crystron, but the Crystron deck's still obviously very good. I allow him to Requiem first. I chain Fuwalos to Requiem, but then he was saying we're just testing, obviously, so it doesn't matter. Obviously the line is you summon Tristalos first just to make sure. Obviously it's just the best line before. Change that to summon that, so I only draw one basically. If it's chained, I'll only draw one. Summons these. That's the way better line because you just get it for free. The Crystron Cluster is gonna set up a few interrupts. My hand is okay because Prayers actually sending one of these is crazy value because I'm basically gonna special summon Saji for free. I'm gonna trigger this to add, Saji to add, I'm summoning the Ritual spell regardless basically. But obviously you guys know how this deck goes with all the negates I might set up, so I need to be careful with how I do it. So I go Saji, I send that. Like, this is not a good hand as you see. I special that immediately so I can save my normal for later. Go Chilling 1, Chilling 2, get the Ritual spell, and then I also get Kusanji. This way I'm intending to actually Ritual from my deck if I wanted to. So I go with the Ritual. He's gonna chain that. I'm gonna chain Droplet, to which he decides to pop that. That's fine. I Ritual from my hand to summon Regeki. I Regeki the board. I trigger Kusanji. I trigger Night Serpent that got sent from my hand basically, but still I went to the graveyard by card effect, forcing him to discard a card. Went Paradise, but Paradise basically still forced the discard of a card, so I don't care. I'm gonna resummon that card eventually. I go Duo Drive. I attack that shit first. Effect. All the effects are gone. I'm not able to Ryzeal combo. All the interruptions gone, and I'm simply just going to end the turn with another Mitsurugi Ritual to guarantee that I have Murakamo / Futsu on his turn after I set up some value. So as you see, this deck's fucking insane. I'm fine with that. He goes Lakuma before I Dweller. I didn't Ritual spell. I don't even know. I must have summoned. Why didn't I Ritual spell? Oh, I didn't Ritual. Oh, I have no more reptiles in my deck. That's why I didn't Ritual spell. This right here is actually a time I recognize when you hard draw too many Ritual spells, monsters, you need to be careful because out of Ritual monsters from my deck, I already went through one Serpent, one Kusanji, one Saji. So what I could have done actually is I could have Ritual, send 2 Sajis from my deck, but this build I think has 2 Sajis. So that's an issue with the deck sometimes, that there's not enough reptiles in rotation. Seeing as how I have 5 cards in my hand, I don't really give a shit because obviously it's just still game, and he had one line he wanted to do, but this is not game versus 5 cards obviously. Here I'm gonna draw. I have Fuwalos and Talents. Fuwalos is a great card, but it's like not absurd. I Fuwalos immediately on this. He doesn't even Ash Blossom because he knows that his only line to play right now is you go into the Link 1 with this card, and that will be able to search him a Crystron monster that this card gets to play. But with this, like, only 3 hand traps, and his end board is still not a crazy end board from him, so he's gonna opt to Veiler Ash, which I'm gonna just destroy him here with Talents. And look at that hand, get rid of the Ash Blossom, and I'm just gonna obviously win the game here. Mitsurugi Ritual, as long as, like, I don't care about the Veiler or the Tristalos, because the second he Veilers 1 card, Strong Ritual is basically just going to, like, attribute this from my hand to summon this from deck. The second anything is Veiler, I use this to, he discards the other card, and then I just kill him and go Dweller. You know, like, he's not physically able to go Dweller. He's not able to Veil. He's not allowed to Veil. That's just the crazy thing on this deck. He just can't Veil. So he Veilers that while that's in the graveyard, so I guess that's the only time. But then he just auto scoops because I simply just go Duo Drive, get my rank 4s, then I have a lot of monsters. After we train Crystron and Mitsurugi for a very long time, we think that Crystron could be a better deck against any deck that does not play Dweller. And a Dweller is not a guarantee in everyone's side deck. I know everyone's playing Fiendsmith, but the Fiendsmith Ryzeal extra deck incredibly tight, especially with Twins of the Eclipse. So not everyone will have space for the Dweller. So if you're facing off against a deck or a locals or a tournament, you don't expect Dweller, Crystron legitimately might be the best meta call. However, as you guys saw, Dweller was just MVP big time against that deck. So Dweller is the hard stoppage to it. In the Crystron Masterclass that me and Yassine are going to host, we're going to show you every way to play around Dweller humanly possible. I'm not revealing why, but he's going to be, Yassine will most likely be taking this deck to YCS Orlando, so I don't want to reveal how to defeat it, but if you guys check it out, we'll share with you this knowledge. Thank you guys for watching this video. video. The Mitsurugi Masterclass is also going to be incredible, where I show you how we do this card, and the second Murakami gets dropped, the duel's over. Thank you guys for watching the video. Check out the links down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace!